plane's trashed.
Demons are on the loose, but don't you worry, your favorite band, Huntrix, the K-pop sensation, is here to save the day. Let's talk about K-pop Demon Hunters, now on Netflix. Hello everyone, Danny here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for K-pop Demon Hunters. This is a new film from Netflix. This has a runtime of 1 hour and 39 minutes and a Rotten Tomato score, as of the recording of this video, of 94% from the critics, 95% from the audience. Letterboxd average rating of 3.8. This is the new Netflix animated musical fantasy action comedy of everything. This movie has everything. Released on June 20th, so you should be able to watch it as of the release of this video. I was very excited and have been very excited to watch this film because the trailers look amazing. And I think if we know that there is one thing that Sony can do very well is animation. Originally, I kind of dismissed this title just because I felt like it was a title that felt very broad, right? Like, oh yeah, we love, people love K-pop, people love anime that hunts demons. Let's just kind of smash them together. But this is a very well thought out project. So I'm very glad to have been proven wrong in the success of this. I feel like if this had gone to the theaters, it would have done bonkers box office. But it is available on Netflix, so you can actually check it out. Let's talk about the film itself. This is directed by Maggie Kang and Chris Appelhans. I'm not very familiar with any other works actually, but with a screenplay by Maggie Kang, Hannah McTin, Dana Jimenez, and a story by Maggie Kang. This really, really works. Like I mentioned, this is done by Sony Pictures Animation with ImageWorks, and it features even members of the K-pop group twice. There's a lot of people involved in the actual K-pop industry that are here. The score for this film has a lot of original movies. After I watched the film, I was doing some chores around the house and I actually threw on the soundtrack on Apple Music, so you can also check that out there. The songs originally for this are insane. They are really, really good. This combines the kinetic energy of a music video with the action of a really cool anime, and it really, really works. So let me give you a quick synopsis and we'll get into the film itself. Huntrix, a top-tier K-pop girl group, live double lives as secret demon hunters. By day, they dazzle fans with flawless vocals and electrifying dance moves. By night, they deploy music-based powers to maintain the ancient Honmun, the barrier that keeps demonic forces at bay. Their leader, Rumi, faces a crisis when her voice weakens, revealing her hidden half-demon nature. Meanwhile, a rival boy band, the Saja Boys, emerges, revealing to be demons feeding off of fan energy, aiming to destroy Huntrix and break the barrier. Yeah, such an imaginative story too, right? Like I said, I think it really took the best parts of those things, and there's a lot of exploration of a lot of different things in the K-pop genre, in fandom. We'll talk about that in a second. So yeah, this is just a really cool blend of animated action with great immersive songs, really, really stunning visuals. Like,
time. The world will know you as pop stars. But you will be much more than that.
now, because the powers rely on their voices and the fighting is combined with like these melodies, these songs that they've come up with, stuff really, really works. The three characters that are in the band are very distinct. We have Rumi, who's kind of the leader. She's also who is revealed to be a half demon, but she's hiding this from her friends. We also have Mira, she's kind of the real badass of the group, and then we have Zoe, who's a little bit more bubbly, but she's also the rapper. So I don't know much about K-pop, but I do like this idea of each member having kind of their own attribute that they bring into the band. So that's very cool. That was part of what really also dragged me and brought me into the songs themselves, because I really love that combination of the real catchy pop beats with like these rap lyrics intertwined, right? In the film, we even talk about a little bit the creation process, the music, the songwriting process, right? I don't know how true to real life that would be, but because there are so many people involved that are in the K-pop industry, I can see how that would really work. So let's talk a little bit about some of the themes and ideas in this film. We of course have identity and acceptance, right? I think this is probably at the forefront of the film, because Rumi has hidden her lineage from her friends and from pretty much everyone, really.
You will be hunters.
Hey, this is the men's bathhouse. Get out of here.
It is very important that her people, her group, her family accepts her. But not only that, it is really more about accepting herself and how that really leads to some of that outward strength that she needs for the film. She needs to fight these demons. So the demons, of course, are literal in the film, but as an idea, they are very metaphorical, and I think that really works. That's a really great message, but it's intertwined in a very entertaining format in this film. We also have the power of music, contrasted with some of the perils of fandom, right? I think that the film highlights some of the best aspects of fandom and how some of these bands become kind of idols for a community, but also how things can turn badly when they are weaponized against, for evil ideology. But also, the film really reinforces the idea of music and bringing people together all through that, which is kind of like the idea that their song and their voices are what keeps the Honmun truly sealed and really intact, so that the demons cannot get through the veil. Now, I could not get away with this review without talking about the music. Now, something that I think is very important, and this is a little bit of a tangent, but please bear with me. I was not familiar with, first of all, I'm not very familiar with the K-pop. That's not a genre of music that I listen to all the time, but I knew that people were very excited that Twice was in this film, was part of this film, and I wanted to dig a little bit more into their involvement. But for the newcomers to K-pop, Twice is a globally popular Southern Korean girl group formed by YJP Entertainment in 2015 through a reality competition show. They're known for their catchy songs, their choreography, and of course their individual personalities. Twice has become one of K-pop's most successful girl groups, which is very interesting because obviously a lot of parallels from the film, between Rumi, Mira, and Zoe. Probably a lot of parallels to the personalities, maybe in an augmented fashion into the film. So that's really interesting. Now, how are they involved with this film? Well, in this film, the members of Twice contribute to the film musically and vocally. Specifically, some of the members perform an original song called Takedown.
Everything is at stake.
Which plays during a key action scene during the film. The song blends a high energy of K-pop with the cinematic tension of what's going on, the symbolic nature of what the characters are going through, and how they're using the music as the supernatural weapon. Even if you stay all the way till the end of the film, you can see a little bit of behind the scenes of Twice actually performing the song and recording that. So why is this important? Well, I think to me, it feels like it lends a little bit of credibility to the film, right? Having people that are in the industry involved, and then also that you can kind of see some parallels between the group that we're seeing on the screen and the group that is in real life. So I think that's a really cool concept to kind of bring that in. So now back to the film, because I think, like I said, there's more stuff that I could really praise, but I got some highlights that I want to hit. Visually, it is a feast. Just vibrant animation. I think Sony Animation is probably one of the best studios out there, at least for America. And like the stuff that they've been able to do with the Into the Spider-Verse movies, like those just really shine. They have really great animation, and I think it combines a little bit of the anime flavor, but with this CG stuff, right? It's a little bit different, but the character visuals are really cool. We also have the humor and the heart, towing that line between a lot of these really fun, more moments of levity, and also like some of the more heartbreaking, more intense moments of the film where the characters are going through their emotional journey. It's really interesting. It's really cool, and I think it's really, really well done. As I mentioned before, the music is super catchy. Even the music from the Saja Boys, who are the villains, or the antagonists in this film. They have a song called Soda Pop that you can also listen to on the soundtrack. It's pretty catchy. So like,
You're all I can think of. Every drop I drink up. You're my soda pop, my little soda pop.
The demon boy band?
so, and I really love how they play into the idea and the tropes of the K-pop boy bands as well. And although there's no like story that really breaks the mold here, I think it's just a really cool idea to kind of bring this together. I can see this turning into a franchise. I would love to see more of this world. Maybe have them meet a different K-pop band. Maybe have them visit different parts of the world, or a different threat. Like maybe some stuff that I'm sure the writers can find a new obstacle. But I really need to see Rumi and Mira and Zoe again, because they instantly you kind of connect with the characters, and they are really, really fun. Like I said, I wish that this had a theatrical release. I think it would have made a lot of money at the box office, because first of all, animation is great for the summertime, especially with the younger audiences being out of school and whatever the case may be. But also, fans of K-pop are pretty intense when it comes to like checking out stuff, and just the idea, the fact that Twice was gonna perform an original song in this film would have been perfect for them to kind of just bring an audience into the theater. So let me see. I think this is pretty much my review here. Overall, really enjoy this. I really want to make sure that people are checking this out. I mean, the reception to my trailer reaction and all the other stuff that I've really done and talked about for this film has been great on the channel.
Let's get battle ready.
So I can see people are very excited about this. I still have people commenting on my other video talking about how much they enjoy the film. So if you're watching this, let me know what you thought about the film in general. Let me know what your favorite characters, your favorite sequences, your favorite song. I might do a separate video where I just kind of talk about the songs and maybe put some of them together as which ones are my favorites. But right now, the new one, like Takedown, is pretty cool. That one has the most. I feel like it has a little bit more of the rapping that I enjoyed in the songs. As much as I love the catchy pop tunes, it's really the rapping that really kind of hooks me into the. Just because it's a little bit more closer to the genre of music that I enjoy. But these were great. I really like this film, and I hope that it can find its audience. I'm recommending it to everyone. This might be my favorite animated film of the year. I have to go back and check the list. And we are doing a top 10 of the first half of 2025 for movies. So I'll be doing a video for that. So stay tuned. This might end up on there. I think if I just go back and look at my letterbox, which you can find in the description, yeah, it's pretty close. So highly recommend you check this out. And like I said, you can listen to the soundtrack. I've listened to it a couple times already on Apple Music. And I'm very excited to see where we go from here, where we can build on this world. And I hope that Netflix takes advantage, or maybe Sony Animation takes advantage and brings this to the theater in the future, or something like this, something out of this world, because it was really fun. So thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. And stay tuned, because we have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here in the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.
Let's send those disgusting demons back to the depths where they belong!
Yeah!